This is the speaking test of International English Language Testing System IELTS. The candidate name is Sifat Ahmed. The candidate number is 81202881. Examiner is Imran Zahid and examiner number is 24801912. May I know your full name, please?
Yes, my full name is MD Sifat Ahmed. You may call me as Sifat.
Do you work or study?
Currently, I am studying at East West University. My department, I am doing bachelor's in economics.
Do you like work?
Yes, I like to work. So I think work is a productive thing. So I think everybody should try to work. So they should be productive. But if you don't work, your body becomes lethargic, and you don't contribute to the society.
What do you usually do in the evening?
Usually in the evening, I read books because in the evening I get some free time, and most of the time I read books. But sometimes when my friends call me to go out, hang with them, I go hang with them. Sometimes they play football in the playground, so I also join them.
What kind of public transport do you usually take?
Normally I take bus because it is the most cheaper and more accessible. So in Bangladesh, bus is the most common public transport. Everybody takes them. So my university is very far away from from my home. So there is no direct other transport which goes through this road. Only the bus goes here there from the morning to the night. So that's why I take bus.
When do you usually take public transport? In your everyday life or when you are in travel?
As I said, I heavily rely on bus, and I use bus for my daily to daily transport, and I use bus every day. So when I have varsity for 5 times a week, so I had to always go into bus so that I can go to my varsity.
Do you take public transport when you are a kid?
No, I think when I was, as far as I remember, when I was kid, I was not heavily reliant on public bus transports because my mom or my dad used to take me on rickshaw or CNG or any other automobiles.
Do most people prefer public transport in your country? Why not?
Yes, I think most of the people in my country prefer public transport because it is cheaper than private transports. So we have to go to a long distance for work and study from our day to life, and that's why I think public transport is the only viable and cheaper option.
Now you have 1 minute to take the preparations on that topic. You have pen and copy. If you want, you can make notes. Okay, after making notes, you will be asked. You have to describe 1 and 2 minutes. Start.
Okay, so I have visited many places. I like to visit as I am a travel lover. So I remember I am visiting to I remember going to Sylhet after my HSC exam. So I needed an urgent vacation because it was very tiring for me, and it was a long exam. So me and my cousin and some of my friends planned to go Sylhet after the exam. So when our exam was completed, we searched for the place and see how much the initial cost will be. So after everything, after our preparation was done, uh, we we went to Sylhet, and in Sylhet there was this place called Rataragul Swamp Forest. It's a huge attractive place, and I think it's a wonderful place because basically it is the only swamp forest in Bangladesh, because there is not many swamp forest in Bangladesh. Those A swamp forest is basically a forest with trees, and also there is water all around there. So you have to basically take a boat to tour around the place. So it fascinated me because I have never seen any forest like that in Bangladesh. I think it may be common in abroad, but not in Bangladesh. So after going to Ratargul, it was a village side area. So after going there, we met local people there, and I was surprised to see that the language of the local people was different from us, and so it was my first time seeing people of Bangladesh saying different languages, and I think it was their local dialect, so it was hard for me to understand them. But our tourist guide helped us rent a boat, and we took the boat and we toured the whole area, and we took some great pictures. And I think it was very important for me and my friends that we took because we needed a huge vacation from after taking a huge step in our life. And the SSC exam was very tough, and it took a lot of energy from us. So we needed urgent vacation because we had to prepare for the admission test, and we had a huge phase in front of us. So we have to be prepared and we have to be relaxed so that our mind is fresh, so that we can concentrate on this next task. So that's why this tour was very interesting, and I always remember that I took some great photos of there, and I think I and me and my friends also shared them in social media. So that's why it is very important for me, and I will always remember this moment.
What area of a town or city do tourists often like to visit?
Can you repeat the question?
What area of a town or city tourists usually like to visit?
I think it is mainly a old site or a unique place of a town that tourists like to visit, because when you want to, because there is not much unique place around us. Even in Dhaka, where I live, there is not much around to see here, but there are some special places like the Sonargaon, and which is old and ancient architecture. So I think it is popular for people around in the country to visit.
How important is it for local government to look after popular tourist attraction?
I think it is very easy for the local government to look after the tourist attraction, because it doesn't cost much or much manpower for them, and I think it is also a source of income for them, and also a source of job and work for the local people. So the government can easily hire the local people to take care of the tourist place and give them salary, as he gains a huge revenue from the people visiting to that tourist area.
Should people pay to visit attractions such as museum or galleries?
Yes, I think it is very important that people pay for the services they are getting from there, because if they are not paying and it becomes it becomes free, so more people will go there. So it will become a huge crowd, and the area can get messy easily, and there will be lack of management, because the local lord or the owner of the site doesn't have the money or revenue to run the museum or the tourist place. So I think that's why they need the money that people give them to enter the tourist place.
How should tourists behave when they visit any different places?
I think tourists should always remember that this is not a public. It may be a public place, but it is also a tourist site, and we should always protect this site, because I think because if we are careless and we broke things or we dirty the area, then it may be harm the reputation of this place, or also it can go extinct. That's why we should always be mindful of our behavior when we are visiting those areas. And I think we are also be mindful of the cost that comes with the management, because it costs a lot of money to take care of this place and make it beautiful. So we should not be careless with our behavior, and we should not destroy anything.
What can local people do to help tourists enjoy their visit?
I think local people has a very important role in this case, because as I said, I have visited Ratalagul, and I have interacted with local people there. The local people helped me there also, so they helped me that when I was on the boat, there was local people on the boat too. So they told me that this area was the most old, or this area was taken care last week, but there was a snake there. So this tree is the most oldest tree, and it is the local special dish. So you should try it. It is very delicious. So this interaction had made the journey much more enjoyable and also more fantastic. So I think interaction is important. So I think local people can come forward and help the tourists to understand the situation of the area.
What can tourists learn from visiting a new place?
I think tourists can plan many things visiting a new place. As I learned from visiting Ratargul Swamp Forest, I didn't know there was a swamp forest in Bangladesh before I have gone there. So it was an eye opener for me, as I have never seen a swamp forest. So many people who goes to a museum or a tourist place, most of the time learns or see something new which they never saw before, and I think it increases their knowledge, and that's why it is helpful for new people to visit tourist places.
Thank you very much.